We are officially live. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Amy Walker, and I'm here with three amazing women tonight. So we've got Regina Bergman, we've got Lenita Mitchell Blackwell, and we've got Stacey Hall. And we are super stoked because in just a couple of days, we are all going to be joined with, we've got 26 different speakers joining us for the Purpose and Profit Summit. And this is one of my favorite topics to just chat about, which is how do you live your life's purpose and live in alignment with your core values, but also still make sure you're building a super profitable business. Because I do feel like sometimes when you're early in entrepreneurship, it feels like one or the other. It feels like you're either chasing purpose and you're serving and you're helping, or you're really focused on numbers and really profitable. And in reality, I think we got to have both, and we got to have them all the time in order for business to work at its best. So let's chat. So first of all, I'd love to have you each introduce yourself. So Regina, do you want to tell everybody just a little bit about you?
Sure. So I'm Regina Partain Bergman. I am a profit acceleration business coach. And I totally resonate with what you just said there, Amy. My podcast is called Pursuing Profit with Principles. You know, it's not about just making money. It's not all about that. It's about the difference that we make in the world. And so I help businesses to transform into more profitable businesses that ultimately you can exit when you're ready to. You can leave a financial legacy for your family through your business. And, you know, that's not happening for a lot of business owners these days. They don't have that exit ability because they didn't build their business in a way that it's structured so that somebody else would want to either run it or buy it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so true. So many people their business is in this position where as soon as they're ready to retire, it's all she wrote. It's done.
That's all she wrote. And they walk away crying. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm on a mission to change that.
I love that. Awesome. Okay.
Business by business.
Good. Lenita, let's have you introduce yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amy. I'm Lenita Mitchell Blackwell, the intuitive business coach, and I teach high performing people how to live the ultimate successful life full of peace, joy, and fulfillment. And you had me at purpose and profits. I was like, yes, because we were all told that if we worked really hard and we got all this stuff that we would be happy. And then we did that and we weren't happy. And knowing that there has to be something beyond happiness, that there has to be joy in life for you to be able to tap into this well of gratitude and thanksgiving, to be able to share that with not just your family and friends, but on behalf of your clients so that you can increase your bottom line and theirs. That had me. And I am just so excited to be part of this summit.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited to have you. Okay, Stacey, let's have you introduce yourself.
It's great to be here with all of you. And I support primarily women entrepreneurs who are tired of the struggle of getting out of their comfort zone and are not making money because they're spending all the time on themselves rather than on their audience. And I transform them from being searchlights into powerfully brilliant lighthouses so they can achieve more sales, more success, and more satisfaction. So I'm right in alignment with you, Amy, right here. And I love all the others who have come together to help us have total alignment with ourselves and with our lives and with our business.
Yeah, and we are so excited for the summit. We're going to be covering sales, marketing, mindset, financial principles, really everything that you need to be able to run your business, but all under the lens of how do we do this in alignment with our purpose. So one of the things that I experienced when I was a new entrepreneur was feeling like I wanted to help, I wanted to make a big difference, I wanted to have impact, but I also struggled really charging what I was worth and holding my prices. So people would come in and they'd have the stories, you know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, but I'm a single mom, but I have little kids and all these things. And I felt like it was always, there was always this pull between what the impact was I wanted to have and my actual strategy around sales. And I would just love to hear if you guys experienced that. And if you did, how did you get through that? How did you get past the hump? So who wants to go first?
Well, I'll share a little bit here. And I think that for most coaches, there's a balance between helping those folks that you were just describing and then helping those high-end businesses who can pay for your fees.
Yeah.
And I think many of us have two tracks, but you've got to have the paying clients first to be able to support those that can't really pay you what you're worth.
Yeah.
But we all want to make that impact and that difference. We all want to help those people. And we take them on all the time. But you've got to focus on the part of your business that's going to bring the revenue in that allows you to do that. Ultimately, we make a bigger difference when we are creating that revenue in our business. If we do everything for free, we've limited our impact, our ability to serve in the world.
Yeah, I call this your sales avatar and your service avatar. Like we all have people that we're called to serve. And then we also all have a group of people that we are honestly called to make profits from. Okay, we're going to bring Melanie into the room as well here. Okay, who else wants? Hey, Melanie, welcome. Melanie's just joining our conversation here. So the question that I asked is if you ever had a challenge with charging what you're worth and at the same time feeling like you are helping and supporting, did those ever feel in conflict? So Lenita, Stacy, do you guys want to chime in on this?
I'm happy to. I never have because I think I came from the corporate world first. So to me, business is meant to be doing business. And I work with a lot of clients who will say to me, very similar as what we just heard, they like in many cases, I've had people say to me, I want to help women who are abused, or I want to help women get out of bad situations. And I'll say, okay, great. Why? And they'll tell me because they had been in one. And all I have to say is, when you were in the situation, would you have been able to afford what you're charging right now? And they say, no. And I said, exactly. So if you want to help them, donate to nonprofit organizations that help them. And then now let's figure out how do we help those women when they're beyond that point and need some more support and can afford to pay you. And so I just wanted to reiterate that we have to remember business is an exchange of funds for a service or a product. That's what makes business business. Then there's nonprofits that are there to be of service, purely of service.
I love that so much. I talk about that with clients all the time as well. Like you don't want to choose an ideal client that's currently in crisis. You want to choose an ideal client that's currently in climb mode, where they're moving towards something. They want something. They're motivated for something. And we all have different points along our journey. And you can serve. And again, that's your service avatar. And then you have your sales avatar. So I love that. Lenita, do you want to jump in?
Absolutely. And one of the things that you said that was so pivotal, there's the service avatar and there's the sales avatar. And I also came out of corporate. And one of the things that was hard for me was to differentiate the two, because someone else had always told me what we were going to charge and how we were going to do business. And so when I came out on my own and started doing things, I wanted to help everybody. And sometimes I would cut my fees and I wasn't making the money that I should have. And thank goodness I'm married to a really good guy. He's a CFO, and he was like, listen, this is what we've got to do because we have to take care of our family first. And that clicked for me. Like, yeah, if I'm not strong, then I can't be strong for someone else. And that includes me charging what I need to charge to take care of my house. So yeah.
Absolutely. Melanie, you are looking a little frozen. Are you with us?
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
There you go.
Am I here?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You were frozen in a very cute position though. Like sometimes your face. So you're good. But yeah, you're moving now.
Okay, good. I love everything everyone is saying. And I want to say that it was really hard for me to charge. I did not come from corporate necessarily. I've been an entrepreneur for 12 years, and I was okay charging when I had a product. But once I moved to service and being a coach and a consultant, really defining what I was willing to charge was it was definitely a challenge. And then, raising my prices, it was a challenge. And I'm a hopefully recovering people pleaser. But but the goal really is, I love the mindset of what you have been saying, that it's so vital to charge what you are worth and what your service is worth, and not get wrapped up in the head crap that you can kind of like, well, will they pay me? Do I deserve it? Yes, you do. You deserve it. So
I love that. And one of the things that I am really hoping we're going to bring to the forefront at the Purpose and Profit Summit is the fact that your purpose is so much bigger than what your business currently looks like. And I wish that entrepreneurs would look at their purpose and say, how big is my purpose? How big is my mission? Who do I feel called to serve? Because when I ask that question, it's always huge. They're like, I'm here to change the world, right? And then it's like, all right, how many people are you currently serving? And it's like, well, it's a little bit different. Because I think too often we make decisions in our business based on where we're currently at, instead of making decisions based on where we want to go. So if you feel like you are called to serve thousands of people, that looks like $1 million businesses, right? So if we're talking about 7-figure businesses, are you currently making decisions that support you having a 7-figure business? Or are you currently making decisions that support you staying where you're at? So we want to really get clear on expanding and clarifying, what is the reach? Who are you here to serve? Okay, another question that I want to ask each of you is, when you look at your best, we talked about kind of purpose and profits and balancing them. Now I want to talk about your best growth strategy, or your best little bit of wisdom. You don't have to give away the whole thing of what you're going to be talking about, because we want to, definitely we want people to come and watch you at the summit. But if you were to give everyone just like a little snippet, a little taste test of what you're going to be covering in the summit, what's the value that they're going to get from you? So let's go Lanita first. What are you going to give them?
So they are going to get the Live Life on Fire blueprint, the 5 steps to live the ultimate life full of peace, joy, and fulfillment, and the correlation on how that is going to translate to sales in your business.
I love it. Awesome. That's the best part about entrepreneurship, is you don't have to sacrifice one for the other.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was talking to my business partner. I was like, you know what? We are working hard right now. And at the same time, it's so fun. I love it. So that's the benefit of doing this in entrepreneurship. You can have both. Okay, Regina, let's hear from you.
So the road to profitability, unlocking your hidden potential. My question to start off with is, what if your business numbers told a different story? A story of compounding growth and accelerated profits.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk about how you do that. I'm going to show you how to do that.
Yeah, there's so many business owners that are like waiting to see what's left over, and that's their profits, instead of actually creating a profit plan and building their business towards the profit levels that they want. So it's so important. If you guys haven't done that yet, that is an exercise every business owner needs to do. I love it. Okay, Stacy, how about you?
Well, I'm teaching folks, as I said, how to become powerfully brilliant lighthouses, and getting back into a comfort zone, which is actually the power zone. So the power in a lighthouse is right inside of it. The light goes out, it serves its audience, and it knows what it's standing on and what it stands for. And no more searching around to find people, but to cut back, get in alignment with ourselves, get in alignment with our message, get in alignment with what we're selling, and get in alignment with our audience for more sales, more satisfaction, more success.
I love that. Beautiful. Good stuff, you guys. I'm getting so excited for the summit. It starts on Thursday. You can register. You can invite your friends. It's going to be going all day Thursday, all day Friday, and you will truly walk away feeling fed in your business. Okay, Melanie, how about you? What are you going to be covering?
Building your business with a book. So often people want to help lots and lots of people. We've talked about it already this evening. You want to help 1,000 people. You want to help 1,000,000 people. Well, how do you do that? So a way to scale your ideas and your mission is with a book. And I'm going to show you how to do that successfully and how other people don't do it as successfully as you are going to get to do that.
That's awesome. I love it. And also books are my favorite. I have written, these are my fiction books over here, and then over here are my business books. So, oh, and I forgot. I always take this off, but I forgot. There, now I'm clear. I looked fuzzy the whole time. I have this big screen protector because it blocks all the blue light, but it gets this little green orb, and people are always like, what is that? And I wipe it off. All right. So if you guys know me, you know that I am all about lead generation and conversion processes. And I am going to be really bold on this. The number one reason that I see businesses producing less than what they are capable of is because the business owner is trying to do it all by themselves. Right. And they haven't gone through and really looked at top to bottom their sales and marketing processes and systems, and then put the right people in place. So I'm going to be talking about how do you scale and how do you scale quickly. We just launched a brand new marketing agency. I was talking about this with Regina before everyone else jumped on. And in our first 6 weeks of being open, we already have a wait list for new clients and have scaled that revenue up to a deep multi-six-figure business in our first 8 weeks. How did we do that? Because we had the systems and processes and people in place. Now, I'm not saying that I did that my first get-go as an entrepreneur, right? My first business, it took me a year to reach 6 figures. And well, no, I'm sorry, that was not my first business. But I'd been around the block. But the last business I launched before this, it took me a year. And the first business, it took me like 7 years to hit 6 figures. So I want to go through what that process looks like so it does not have to take you 7 years. I want you to be able to live in alignment with your purpose. I want you to feel called and feel like this journey of entrepreneurship is more than just a paycheck. It's a life. It's your dream. It's the reason you feel like you were put on this earth. And we need to have a scalable, consistent, predictable plan for how the revenue is going to come in. Because I'm tired, and you guys can back me up on this. I'm tired of watching people that have the answers struggle to create consistent cash. Because I look at all the problems in the world, and there's many, right? But I look at all the entrepreneurs that I know, and there is somebody solving every single problem out there. And if we would, as small business owners, if we would really step into that space of success and we would really produce a business that fulfills its purpose and has big reach, I am telling you, our world would be a better place. And there would be more of us having voices in the rooms where the big decisions are being made, and we could have impact. And so for us to really live in alignment with our purpose, we have got to have the profits. So we're going to be talking about both sides of the coin, and we're super excited. Do you guys have anything you want to say just as we're wrapping up here tonight to convince them that they should register and come?
I'm going to jump. I don't think convincing is necessary. I would say if you're watching, you're a business owner, you're not making as much money as you desire to make, somebody here is going to hold the key to unlock what's blocking you from making it. It could be a lack of knowledge. It could be a lack of confidence. It could be a lack of courage. But one of us, if not more of us, is going to give you exactly what you need to start developing the business the way you want to develop it. And so don't let us convince you. You decide that you're up for training to find out how you can make your business bigger and better.
I love it.
Awesome.
Place to be. All right. Anyone else have any last words of wisdom you want to add?
Well, I'll just say that I'm coming to you live from my car because I'm an entrepreneur and I had to drive my kiddo to karate. But you can do that when you're an entrepreneur because you get to make your schedule.
Yes, that is the beautiful part. Awesome. Well, we so appreciate you all being here and joining us, whether you're watching online live or you're watching the replay afterwards. We appreciate you guys joining. We can't wait to see you at the summit. And Regina, Lanita, Stacy, and Melanie, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to share. I know that we are all super passionate about helping entrepreneurs and helping build this community because we do need more 6- and 7-figure women in business. Guys too.
Amen.
Guys, we want you to be successful too, but I'm telling you, we definitely need more of us at the top. So thank you guys so much for joining. And for the rest of you, have a wonderful night. We will see you on Thursday and Friday. Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.